If you are in the hunt for a couples model that is lightweight, something you can tow with like a mid-size to a large SUV, then you're going to want to put this one in the running. This is the Starcraft Autumn Ridge 182 RBW, the W being the West Coast edition. This one comes in right around 3650 or so dry, has about 950 pounds of carrying capacity, so you're still going to be under that 5,000 pound GVWR, and it just has a lot going for it. The fact that it actually has a furnace, it has a campside dinette, you have great storage options, really just helps set this one apart. So let's get into it. Starting off with the kitchen, there's some things that I really like here. One of them is the fact you have pressed countertops. It's going to be a nice upgrade over a T-mold. And because it's pressed, it allows you to undermount the bowl. I like that they used a nice full-size bowl here instead of a smaller one. You get the high-rise pull-out faucet. Again, a pull-out faucet at this price point is pretty spectacular. And if you're saying, Ian, what is that price point? There will be a link in the description with nearest availability and price. Simply click on that and you can find out. You will also see that you have pretty good prep space right in between the sink and the cooktop. Now, they did just do a 2-burner, but again, I think that does make sense to give a little more prep space here. And of course, to use it, you're just going to lift the cover up and back like so. You'll also see USB ports as well as an electrical outlet there in case you need to plug anything else in. And as you would expect, above the cooktop is your hood, which actually is really bright. It does a really good job of lighting up the cook space. The Envision is definitely one of the better ones currently on the market. And you get the whole Envision suite of appliances, from the cooktop to the hood, the microwave, and even the fridge, which we'll check out in just a moment. But first, let's look at some kitchen storage. So up top, nice and big. Love that. Down below, this makes me angry. I'm happy with this side. I don't understand why this had to be here. I want a trash can there, and this is stopping it. I don't know. If this is me, I'm probably removing that and seeing if it still maintains some structural stability, because that's killing me there. But you do get a bank of 4 drawers, and you can see that, you know, they are full extension, nice big drawers running all the way down. Plus, you have great storage for pots and pans here under the cooktop. So again, overall, I'm pretty happy with what they've done with the kitchen. The fridge, I guess we'll hit that real quick. Open this guy up again. This is the Envision fridge. This is a 10.7 cubic foot, 12-volt compressor-driven refrigerator. It's basically got everything you want here and plenty of cold storage space. Now, underneath the fridge, I do want to point out, as I mentioned earlier, this one has a furnace. The reason I say that is because a lot of these smaller single axles that, you know, again, are under that 5,000 pound GVR, a lot of them don't have a furnace. It's just going to be a fireplace. Another thing you may notice is up on the roof, this one has a roof mounted AC. Again, a lot of these are going to be wall mounted. So if you're looking for something with a little nicer amenities, that's why I say you need to make sure you include this one, because it has things like that. Something else I really love is this. You walk in, you have shoe racks. That's something, again, you normally don't find in a travel trailer this size. Love, love, love that. Be able to put them in there, get them out of the way. You have an electrical outlet over there in case you need to plug in like a laptop or anything if you're sitting here at the dinette. Campsite dinette is always my favorite rather than having it on the off-camp side. So that way I can look out at my campsite, be able to see what's going on out there. And as you'd expect, this does drop down into a bed for a little bit of additional sleeping. Underneath, you will see there is storage, right? So you see the finger hole there, so you can lift up the dinette. I believe there's storage on this side as well. Yes. So you do have storage on both sides there. So that way we're able to put things under the dinette and then additional storage going all the way across the top. If you want a TV, there is a spot for it. They put the backer in the wall. Connections are going to be right up here. So that way, you know, whether you're sitting in the dinette or in bed, you can still view it. And you'll also see the control right here. This will be your thermostat. This is just going to be for the furnace, as the AC unit will, the controls for that will be on the unit itself. Now, stepping back into the bathroom, one of the things I like about a rear bath camper is this. I have all this space to be able to move around in here and get changed. Far too often in a travel trailer, you just don't have the space, especially not up in a bedroom. But with a rear bath like this, you do. And chances are you're probably going to have clothes in here because you have all this additional storage. It's the same thing on this side. You have all the shelving here. So that gives you clothes storage plus linen closet storage. You have extra down here. So if you want to use just this for linens, all this can be closed. It's fantastic. Taking a seat on the toilet just to give you an idea of space. It's a little, it's a little snug on like the shoulders. I probably have to put my arm up here. I'm rubbing on the left, but not a huge deal. I do have good leg room though. So I'm pretty happy with that. Then down underneath, you have a little bit of extra space again there. So if you need like toilet paper, black tank chemical, it's an excellent spot for it. And if I step into the shower here, you can see at 6 foot tall, I can fully stand up. Again, that is something that when we're talking about these lighter weight RVs is not super common. You also have a sink back here. You know, in a rear bath like this, chances are you will have a sink. But again, some of these smaller ones, they don't have the sink. They just have you use the kitchen sink, which is just not something I want, right? If I'm brushing my teeth, I don't want to have to brush my teeth in the kitchen sink. It doesn't interest me. So I'd much rather be able to have it back here. Now, if we spin around and take a look at the bedroom space, you can see the queen bed is going to be located here. You have kind of like some nightstands on both sides with electrical outlets, and both sides are going to have mirrored wardrobes with some additional storage going across the top. Now, under the bed, speaking of storage, you can see you get a little additional there, and that is strut supported. Okay, let's take a look at the outside of the Starcraft Autumn Ridge 182 RB West Coast version. You'll see you get your standard tongue jack right up front here, 20-pound propane tank, rails for the battery, and then you're going to have your diamond plating behind that to help protect the front end from any rocks or anything that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. Coming around to the side, we will see that the storage has a magnet here. Magnetic catch is always great, and it's pretty good storage up front. You can see now it's not a full pass-through, but you still do get some good space. And over here, you get a couple things that are very important. One's going to be a battery disconnect. The other is a solar charge controller, so that way you can have solar up on the roof and trickle charge the battery. You can see the Lippert solid step. This top one is going to be a little bit bigger, so that way when you come out, you have a bigger landing. Both of those are going to be aluminum, so they're not going to rust out on you either. You also see right out here is going to be an electric hookup. So, if you want to set up a table and, do some cooking out here, or just, hang out, charge your phone, whatever, you have the ability to do it. Up top there is going to be the power awning with an LED light strip so you can light it up at night. In the back, you're going to have 2 stabilizer jacks. The RV doesn't rock around as much. We'll also see a propane quick connect to do some outside cooking. Square tubular bumper here. If you have a sewer hose that can fit in, you can store it in there. You also get a spare tire that is mounted to it, so hopefully never ever blow up, but in the event that you do, it's nice and easy to access. Something that is unique, your black holding tank valve is actually located back here, so if you're looking where to dump your black tank at, it's kind of tucked away in the back. Low point drains will be located there as well, which is important when you winterize the RV. Up top, you'll see a couple different things. In the center, you will see backup camera prep. So if you want a backup camera, it's just a plug-and-play installation. Over to the right there is going to be ladder prep, so that way you can buy the telescoping ladder, be able to climb up onto that fully walkable roof. Coming around to the other side here, you have cable TV input as well as your city water inlet, and 30-amp detachable power cord will be located right there. Lastly, if you need to fill the fresh tank because you don't have hookups at the campsite, that is going to be located right up front. Again, if you're looking for an RV that is lighter weight and has a lot of amenities that a lot of the other ones in this class don't, this one right here is a fantastic option. And if you want to know where you can pick one up at and how much, just click on the link in the description. Thanks for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and until next time, we'll see you.